When I was in Portugal for my open water license, I was on my third or fourth dive. I remember seeing this giant rock, and I thought, well, can't pass that. And then it struck me, I could pass it. I could just take a deep breath and I could fly above it. And that feeling of being liberated and going into true three-dimensional movement, it dude, it crushed. It crushes. I've gotten 32 dives since then, a little bit in Sweden and mostly in Egypt and Dahab. I'm up to rescue diver right now. Now I want to play for the big leagues. I want to dive less recreationally and more scientifically. I've set up a couple of goals to achieve this. I want to make the aquatic surveillance drone because on one hand, it would allow me to do a bunch of biomimicry, to do a bunch of animal study, and on the other hand, it would also give humanity another tool in our fight for conservation. It would give us a bunch of data on ocean health and etc. If this drone works out. I love self-improvement. I want to become an astronaut. Setting up goals for yourself and then achieving those goals, it's crack cocaine, man. And I know that a bunch of people online also share that sentiment because I follow those same creators. And I think sharing this engineering experience of making that drone while also doing that sort of self-improvement could really click with a lot of people online in a conservation and self-improvement way. Now listen, I've done a lot of stuff. I do a lot of stuff. I've flown airplanes. I've commanded an analog mission. I've built satellites. And out of all of that, what really stuck for me was diving. It's just really fun. The fact that I've done all those other things really makes me a good candidate because a lot of them are very cross-disciplinary. For example, flying. In flying, you have to be very operational, very checklist mindset, and also safety first. That just so obviously carries into diving. Being commander of my analog mission, I had to always have a scientific mindset, always take respect to the data, and also always think of what I do in a crew. And having done all these different experiences really elevates me as a diver. Thank you!